Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? We're going to continue our little journey through the zodiac with Pisces, of course. That is the next one, unless I want to bounce all around each individual sign. We'll go in order, I guess. Keep in mind also that these zodiac readings are not they're timeless, although they are read in a particular time and by a particular person, me. They are timeless. You might be 2 months ahead of this. You might be 2 months behind this. This might be your whole of 2025. This might be for a week. It just depends on where you are and what you're doing. I think especially for Pisces. So Judgment is the bottom card. I feel like Pisces are kind of the most sort of individually, their time and their transitions are the most diverse within the 12 signs. Anyway, all right, let's pull 4. We've got the Devil. This is a great Devil card, though. Look at this. Isn't that cool? What stands out to you in that card? And then think about why. So we've got the Devil card. We've got the King of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. So definitely you're coming into a period of time where your intuition is supercharged. And I've been talking about this, this really amazing time for mutable signs, and also this need for discernment. If lately you haven't felt like you're in touch with your intuition, I would, if I were you, spend some time really cultivating it, and really coming into starting to listen to your internal voice, your internal compass, with quieter ears, right? It's going to be important for you as you go through this next little leg of your journey to listen to your intuition and to trust it. That's especially, I think, a lot of you're going to hear a lot of things coming from your internal compass, coming from your mind, and they are going to be contradictory to what you're hearing on the outside. And don't be afraid. I know you aren't, but don't be afraid to speak against. It's funny how there's gonna be some righteousness in the energy around you. Don't be afraid to speak up to it. All right, let's clarify a little bit here. Why is the Devil here? We're going to use the Rider-Waite-Smith still. I'm going to do this whole 12-part series with the Sacred Rose Tarot just because of the aesthetics. I think I just like it, and it's really been pretty talkative these last few readings. So we'll see. Maybe I might switch it up, but for now, still getting my handle on that Voodoo Tarot. It's a wild deck. Okay. The Devil. What is the Devil here? I am getting a bit of I don't know why, but the words wet blanket are very much stuck in my mind. It's weird because I've heard that phrase before, but I've never, not phrase, but the words. I've heard it before, but I've never used it in my life. There's a wet blanket. I don't know if you're the wet blanket or if someone else is the wet blanket. Hold on. I'm going to kind of assume it's you, actually, but let's see. So the 9 of Pentacles is under the Devil. There's, what else? Yeah. I think this is important. And what's fueling the 9 of Pentacles is this. Yeah, so gosh, it's kind of turning into a love reading, which I really didn't anticipate, but if that's what wants to come through, that's what wants to come through. There's been, I think maybe, you glorified someone, put them on a pedestal, thought that they were out of your league, and yet had these romantic inclinations towards them. And you could have been in a relationship with them. You could have just had a crush on them. You could have, but there was a lot of feeling there, and a lot of you blew things out of proportion a little bit, and had these sort of fanciful, wonderful, but fanciful dreams about the two of you. You really made a story out of it with these expectations that I don't know if it wasn't reciprocated, these feelings, or it just didn't hit the mark in terms of your anticipations. And it really is almost like when we think about someone, and I mean, this for sure, but when we accidentally put someone on a pedestal and then, maybe it's the case that you found out that they weren't so great. I think there's going to be a lot of that across all signs in this energy in the next 12 months, 18 months. Is you're going to find that, those people, the man, it's like, people are going to show their true colors, and a lot of us are going to step back and go, wow, I really thought you were cool, but you're not. And it's okay to admit that. Like, I really want to give, and I think that's where the wet blanket thing is coming from, because I think that it really put maybe, it opened your eyes to how not 9 of Pentacles this thing is, and how really maybe they are negative, maybe they are. I feel like you had a lot of patience with this person, and they're showing their true colors, and it's a buzzkill, because you're realizing they are not that cool. And it's okay to recognize that and to admit that to yourself. Like, we need to let go of this, especially now. We need to let go of this idea that the investment of our time when we didn't know any better is somehow justifies us continuing on, even though we now know better. You know what I mean? Like, we've put in time and energy into a situation, an equation, and then we realize that it's no good. And rather than just bounce, we stick with it because of this time investment. And I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely okay, especially now, to admit, hey, I was wrong. You are not cool. And I'm out. It's totally good to do that in this. It's like, never once think, oh, but man, I've been with this person for 5 years, or I idealized them for so long. Maybe I'm wrong now. No. You're seeing things clearly now. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, Pisces. I'm not sure the rest of this has to do with love, but I feel like that message definitely needed to get out. There's bigger, better things coming for you. Again, just listen to your intuition. That was quick. Okay. The World is at the bottom of the King of Cups clarifiers. We have the Knight of Swords. King of Cups is coming out a lot. If I had another deck, I bet it would come out again. Eight of Pentacles, excuse me, and the Two of Swords. I don't understand why the universe is doing this to me, because I literally just said all this. I'd really like more information, but it's just hung up on this. Don't let the time and investment in maybe it's not a person. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe it's not a person. Maybe it's a career. Maybe it's a hobby. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a whatever it is. Maybe it's not a romantic partnership, okay? But don't let your time that you've invested in it so far keep you from moving on. The universe is telling me that it doesn't think you're going to make the right decision. Okay, Five of Wands. This is weird, Pisces. I thought it was going to be great, you know, super, super easy reading, because y'all are part of the mutable signs energy. Y'all are kind of coming into your own right now. Y'all are powerful, very powerful with your intuition. But yeah, I think, you know, the ultimate warning is don't get in your own way. And that's definitely coming from fear, overthought, and decision. I don't love this, but this is the Page of Swords at the bottom. So, sorry, for those of you who are listening, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands clarifying. We have the Six of Wands clarifying. We have Strength. Finally, we move a little past this situation. Yeah, so a little bit, kind of past the situation. This situation is ultimately cluttering your mind. This situation, whether it's love, I have a feeling for a lot of you, it is love. It's like a romantic relationship or an unrealized romantic relationship. I feel like it is distracting you a lot. I feel like you're tuned in and tied in to this other person or this thing or this job. You know what I mean? You're tied into this other energy so closely that you are intuiting their existence, not your own, right? Your feeling and your moods somehow are reflective of them and not yourself. And this is complicating your life and your journey so much, and you just really need to drop it. I mean, I really hesitate about giving advice like that, but what's happening is that you have this journey that you should be on. You have this soul's path that you should be on, but you're overthinking, you're complicated, and you're intuiting this other energy, which keeps you from focusing on your path. Your ambition is pointing you in the right direction right now, but you're confusing your ambition for your Yeah. Anyway, the flip side of that is that if you get past the situation, and if you're able to figure it out in your own head, and you're able to sort of let it go or transform it into something that you can let go, you have an incredible journey ahead of you. You just have to get, it's so powerful that it's almost like you're procrastinating, but not, you're distracting yourself away from it because it is such a big deal. I think you're your own wet blanket, dude. Really. I love you, but I mean, this is... Okay, let's look at the Four of Pentacles. And then I want to draw a couple of clarifiers, even though... sort of overall clarifiers, even though I haven't been doing that. Who's gonna know? Four of Pentacles. Why is it here? I want you to really think about if this is a love situation and you've got a crush on someone. I really, really want you to consider if that type of person, if that person specifically will help you on your journey to reach your ambitious goals. I think for most of you, you're going to find the answer is no. And I think idealizing something because you have a good connection, because you have insight into how they tick, doesn't mean it's for the greater good, right? Sometimes we'll have connections with people who really aren't, who don't have our best interest, even if we have theirs. It's just a way of life. Okay. The bottom card is the Two of Cups. It's always great when we have a Two of Cups and then a Nine of Swords. Yeah. The universe is warning you against self-sabotage. I see, so for those of you listening, we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Eight of Cups. The universe thinks, I think by reading the cards, that you really do have the potential to self-sabotage this. And part of that is in you're not validating and sharing your dreams and goals enough. And you need to start doing that more. It's almost like there's some secrets about what you want to do, what you think your soul's true purpose is. You're keeping that to yourself. And the advice here is tell as many people as possible in this energy, because that authenticity and truth is rewarded. And you might be able to push past everything that's held you back before, if you're able to open up to more people about these dreams. You might even meet a person who can help you on that trajectory. And what I just said was very important. So, what do I want to pull? I'm going to use the cards deck. I just want even one card. Just one card to sort of bring this all together, like the rug and the Big Lebowski. Just tie it all together. Merry Christmas, by the way, to those of you who celebrate. If I sound a little groggy today, it's because I was up too late enjoying Christmas Eve. There might have been some adult beverages involved, which in moderation, which I only really drink on special occasions. But it was good. Hope you get to spend some fun time with friends. And if not, then there's always the potential to meet new people for the next holiday or weekend. It's just you do got to get out of your house, that's all. This cards deck is crazy. I'm just going to show you the bottom card. It is the Nine of Cups. Chariot. Yeah. You're definitely in charge of this. You're definitely responsible for your future. And you know that for sure. But you're not responsible for anybody else's future. Okay? This is up to you. And I know you don't expect anyone to save you. But what I'm saying is maybe pull back from saving other people. A little bit, Pisces, a little bit. Pull back just a little bit. Save yourself. Figure yourself out. What my estimation is if you take this time to really focus on bringing your goals, ambitions, deep, untold dreams and desires out into the open, out into the public, talking about them and making them real, you're going to end up saving a lot more souls than this one little silly person. Yeah? Okay. That's your reading. I'm definitely going to pull on y'all again before too long, because this is a lot. And I kind of want to go through this journey with you. So, yeah, thanks for watching.